Hey, coming to you from the Pantry of Death, talking about rice. So what is wrong with pre-seasoned rice, pastas, and anything else that you could season yourself? The problem is that the ingredients that they use to actually season these things are really highly toxic. So the things that are typically put into these seasonings are monosodium glutamate and the derivatives of monosodium glutamate. And what is that? MSG for short is actually excitatory to your nervous system. So think about that for a second. It actually ramps up your nervous system. It causes it to be excited, which means your nervous system overprocesses. It causes inflammation. It can cause joint pain. It can cause all kinds of chronic health issues. It can cause gut issues. It can create an inability to think properly, even sleep. You've got to read the ingredients to know and understand what's in here. Rice is typically gluten-free, but when you start adding all of these seasonings, you can start to actually ramp up the gluten in this product. So let's read the label. This actually has rice. Wheat flour is the second ingredient. Now, if I tell a client of mine that I want them on a gluten-free diet and I give them a food list that says just to, they can have rice, they might go to the store and they might pick this out, not thinking, well, this is rice, isn't it? It's rice, but it's rice with all of this other garbage in it, including gluten. And it's really important to recognize that even when you're trying to get inflammation down and reverse autoimmune issues and improve gut health and brain health, that sometimes even the slightest amount of gluten is critical to getting out of the diet. So this actually has, so we said wheat flour was the second one. Maltodextrin is the third ingredient. Maltodextrin is a derivative of MSG. Salt, natural flavor, MSG. Potassium chloride, that's a preservative. Hydrolyzed soy protein. Anytime you see hydrolyzed and autolyzed, these are all forms of MSG. Autolyzed yeast extract, onions, and then straight MSG on this one. Hydrolyzed corn protein, parsley, yeast, yada, 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 sugar. I mean, it's really an abomination of chemicals in your rice. People are like, oh, this is super simple and it's quick. So this particular product takes about 20 minutes. Now, then we have this. So this is Uncle Ben's. It's in a bag, and this is about maybe a half a cup of rice. So do you have a measuring cup? You can take regular, organic, long grain rice. You could do arborio. You could do short grain. You could do jasmine. I love good jasmine rice, but I buy the organic, pure, unstripped, unrefined rice. Just measure it out. Put it in your measuring cup. Put it in a pot, and you can throw it into the pot with the appropriate amount of water. Or if you've made your broth, you can use your broth for the fluid. Then you could add salt, pepper. You could add fresh garlic. You could add butter to it. But all of those natural things. This particular one, when you buy this, you're made to think, well, this is going to be quick and easy. This one also takes about 12 to 14 minutes. Now, if you were to buy one of the rices that I had just suggested and put that in a pot and started the rice before you started any of your prep work for dinner, you would have rice in, guess what? About 20 minutes. So it takes about the same amount of time to prepare regular rice that hasn't been stripped and adulterated of all of its nutrients than it does to this. These don't make life easier. They just make life sicker. So when you're choosing rice, don't be afraid to pick a really good organic rice that's not been stripped of nutrients and just cook it on the cooktop with, like I said, some either your broth, water, butter, garlic, salt, pepper, throw any seasonings, any herbs in there that you want, and you will have a beautiful rice by the time it's ready for dinner. All right, I hope that helps. Don't be duped by these labels, by these marketing campaigns that this makes life easier. It only makes you sicker. I appreciate you being here. Go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, I will see you on the next one.